Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Wi-Fi Wednesdays. Let me do a quick sound check. Let me know if you can hear my voice loud and clear. Please type in yes in the chat box if you can hear what I am saying. I'm going to share my screen as well with you guys in just a minute. Just give me a few minutes to get everybody on the call here. And I know that we had some previous calls last few weeks. We had covered a lot of good stuff. So make sure if you did miss those to go back and watch the replays inside the Facebook group. And also get your questions ready. If you guys have any questions to ask, feel free to type them right into the Q&A section of the Zoom meeting, because through that, you'll be able to get them queued up, and I'll be answering those live at the end of today's call. All right, I'm going to share my screen as well with you guys right now. And final step, I'm going to share this live on Facebook, and then I'll get started with some of the new things that we have to share with you guys this week. And very odd, I can't seem to get these this URL clickable for my Facebook share. Very strange. So give me just one sec to try something out here. So unfortunately, it's not allowing me here to share my Zoom meeting on Facebook Live. So apologies for those who are waiting on the call. I'm going to just try to figure this out by resetting my browser. Hopefully that helps. And it doesn't look like it is. So what I'm going to do here is actually just continue on, because I see we have a bunch of people on today's call. So I'm going to continue on with this Wi-Fi Wednesday. I'm going to record it, and then what I'm going to do is then just post the recording to Facebook. So it won't quite happen live on Facebook, but at least the recording will be there later on. So welcome everyone to Wi-Fi Wednesdays. My name is Kevin Z. I am founder and CEO of My Wi-Fi Networks. And as you know, every Wednesday we do meet live here on Facebook, usually on Facebook, but also on Zoom to chat. And usually here is where I share some of the new features that we have launched in the platform, in addition to answering your questions live. So that being said, let me get right to the meat of things. I will have to open up my browser again over here and show you what is new. Because this week we actually do have a huge new feature to share with you. Now, this new feature is really geared around the quick report. What I want to do is log into a live dashboard, and you guys can feel free to log into this as well on your ends. What I recommend to do is usually you get to this quick report via the timeline or just by clicking on quick report there. But specifically, here, let me just log in again as a main user. So for example, here, I'm just going to show you what we have live inside the quick report. So this is the ability to now change your Wi-Fi settings directly within the quick report. So you'll notice here you have the session time limit, the daily bandwidth limit. All of these limits now are available to be edited inside the quick report. So for example, if you give client access to this and you have them going through, you're able to to have those users manage the bandwidth limits and any of the device limits directly for their devices, also edit their whitelist and blacklist, and also enable their content filter directly through the quick report. Okay, so that's a huge new feature. This was recommended or actually requested by some of our partners who give the quick report access to their users. Now their users can actually change the session time, max download bandwidth, the daily bandwidth cap, the max upload bandwidth, the content filter, and also add and remove from the whitelist and blacklist. So that is new for this week. In addition, we have a sub-user API that's available. And what we're going to do is give access to this to partners who are on our legacy plan or higher. So anyone that has a legacy account and a white label account will now have the ability to add sub-users via API. So here's how it works. You basically add on your control panel, you go to the branding section, you make sure that you have a personalized URL, or you actually get in that area, you grab your secret key. That's the API key that you have. And then here's the setup. And I will be doing a separate training video on how to set this up specifically for your accounts. But this comes in handy if any of your clients, let's say, purchase something through Quick. I'm trying to think of some of the QuickBooks. A lot of guys use QuickBooks, or with Xero, or with Shopify, or with FreshBooks. Anytime you make a transaction there, so you physically send an invoice or somebody pays an invoice, you can use Zapier to send a webhook somewhere. There, you can set this up to actually create a sub-user for the client. So this will actually have the identifier, which is the string you include, the first name, last name, mobile phone number, email, and password that you can set up for a sub-user in your account. So this makes it really nice for you to automatically set those up and give users access to a sub-user account automatically via an API call. So again, those who are joining us late, this is a brand new feature available in the quick report. So the ability to have your Wi-Fi settings, you'll see it right here on the left-hand side. Wi-Fi settings, if you click on that, you'll see the ability to change all of these settings that were previously only found in your locations area, now available inside the quick report. If you create a sub-user with read-only access, this will not be available. So you will not have the Wi-Fi settings or the ability to edit your campaign on your dashboards, but everything now is listed here. This is obviously a huge new feature that we added just this week with the interest of you using this, and obviously using it for your clients to sell more social Wi-Fi marketing solutions. All right, those are the two new options that we have, or two new features that we have lined up for this week. Any questions that I can get to, I'd be more than happy to at this point in time. All right, any questions, please do let me know. So if you want, I have a question about recapping or where to start. So two questions here, actually. So number one, if you're looking about where to start with My Wi-Fi, if you're just starting out, you're just getting started, we have our Getting Started with My Wi-Fi lists over here. This will help you get your location created, help you connect your hotspot, help you add a device, and help you create a campaign. We also will be adding a whole bunch of new checklists and videos to this shortly as well. So this is definitely the place to check if you're just getting started. If you want to get caught up on everything that we've had, I will be doing an actual overall training video, a whole walkthrough of the platform step by step very shortly that'll walk you through all of the new features, all the little nuances of the platform. But if you want to really catch up, you can definitely catch up on watching the replays of Wi-Fi Wednesdays right inside the Facebook group and access those directly within Facebook. Question, if I'm planning on going to traffic and conversion later in San Diego. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that. I find that even though it's great, it is somewhat of a distraction. Here in our business, we're focusing more on the enterprise client, more on building the software and less about internet marketing. So while it is awesome, I find that sometimes just staying close to our focus is best. So I'm still on the fence, Sherry. Not 100% sure I'm going to be making the trip out west this year, but we will see. All right, any other questions that I can get to live right now on the call? Question about the ClickFunnels funnel that I referenced on the Facebook page. Yeah, you don't need to sign up with us. If you don't have a ClickFunnels account, definitely use our link. You get 14 days free, and we also give you a whole bunch of bonuses as well. But if you already have a ClickFunnels account, if you click on that template link that I shared in the Facebook page, you'll get that funnel automatically added to your account. And yeah, great, Sherry. Just curious what you're going to be speaking about. That's awesome that you have a speaking slot there. All right, any of the questions I can get to live right now on the call? Question about reports and heat maps and different types of views for presence analytics. We are working on that. That is the next thing that we're going to be adding to the quick report, the ability to view your presence analytics, and also with a little bit of heat mapping and trend data. So to tell you what your busiest day of the week is, busiest hour of your day, all those kind of main checkpoints that you can use as value to your clients. We're going to be adding those directly into the quick report. All right, any other questions I can get to? Last call. All right, well, it's never too late. If I didn't get to your question or if you didn't get to me in time today, feel free to always chat with our support team. We're always available on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Always this little chat bubble here. Click there. We got our team literally sitting here and waiting to answer your questions live. As you can see, we reply in under 5 minutes. That's pretty awesome. If you guys have any questions, feel free. We got a whole bunch of good-looking people here waiting to take care of you. So you can see right there, that's our staff on the chat waiting for your questions. So if you guys have anything, need anything at all, we are here to always help you and make sure that you succeed. On that note, I want to thank everyone who joined us this week live for our Wi-Fi Wednesday. As you know, my content is very much geared around your need. I don't see any questions coming in. I'm assuming that you are all good and you don't need anything else from me to sell. So if you think of something later and want to add that, feel free to comment, send me a message directly through support. Usually helps directly through there. That is awesome. And we'll continue to make new videos. If you guys have any videos to cover specifically, you have any requests, send a support ticket. Just say, hey, I'd love for you to make a video on this, and type in whatever you want that to be, and we will get around to making that happen. All right, guys, thanks again for joining us live on the call. I appreciate your time and look forward to serving you guys. If you have any questions, like I said, chat in the support group. And until then, I will see you guys in the Facebook group as well. Take care, everyone. Talk to you next week.